Kim Kardashian, the influential media personality and entrepreneur, recently made a candid confession during an interview on a well-known podcast hosted by Alex Cooper. This admission, intended perhaps as a moment of vulnerability, instead drew widespread attention and criticism for appearing disconnected from everyday realities. At 45 years old, Kardashian has built a vast empire through her reality television fame, beauty brands and business ventures, but her statement about not knowing the cost of basic items like a carton of milk sparked a debate about privilege and relatability. In contrast, Scott Disick, a 42-year-old figure also familiar from the same reality TV circles, was observed in a series of public outings that seemed to poke fun at Kardashian's remark. Disick was seen carrying a large gallon jug of milk during what looked like a routine grocery errand, and he even posed with it in a relaxed setting. This prop-like use of the milk container appeared deliberate, serving as a humorous or satirical commentary on Kardashian's self-admitted ignorance about such commonplace expenses. Further emphasizing the jest, Disick was photographed at a golf course, where the milk jug was tucked into his bag as he engaged in a phone conversation. The persistence of the milk bottle throughout his day suggested it wasn't merely coincidental but a pointed reference to Kardashian's words. Although Disick refrained from making any explicit verbal comments about the item or its significance, the implication was clear to observers. He was taking a lighthearted dig at her for what many perceived as an out-of-touch perspective. During her podcast appearance, Kardashian openly shared her curiosity about everyday costs, stating that she would like to learn more about what a simple carton of milk prices out to. She explained that her lifestyle, particularly while filming her family's reality show, often means that such purchases are handled and paid for in advance, removing her from the direct experience of budgeting for basics. This revelation was meant to highlight the insulated nature of her world, but it resonated differently with the public. Social media erupted with responses, many of which criticized Kardashian for her detachment from ordinary life. One user on a popular platform remarked on the level of wealth required even to utter such a sentence without irony, underscoring the gap between her experiences and those of the average person. Another commenter suggested that she might have been better off keeping the thought private, implying that sharing it only amplified perceptions of elitism. Disick's actions, by incorporating the milk jug into his daily activities, cleverly amplified this criticism without words. His choice of a gallon-sized container, larger than a standard carton, added an element of exaggeration, making the troll more visually striking and memorable. It's a form of subtle celebrity banter, where public figures reference each other's gaffes through actions rather than direct confrontation. This incident reflects broader themes in celebrity culture, where admissions of privilege can backfire, leading to accusations of being unrelatable. Kardashian's comment, while honest, highlighted the bubble of fame, where mundane tasks are delegated and financial awareness of small items becomes unnecessary. Disick, by contrast, positioned himself as more grounded, even if playfully, by engaging with the very item she mentioned. Expanding on the dynamics, Disick and Kardashian share a history through their mutual connections in the entertainment world, including family ties via past relationships. This familiarity allows for such insider jabs, which fans decode based on context. The milk prop serves as a visual punchline, inviting laughter while critiquing excess. The criticism on social media also points to societal frustrations with inequality. When figures like Kardashian admit to not knowing basic costs, it fuels discussions about wealth disparities, especially in times of economic strain for many. Her explanation about filming logistics adds nuance, showing how production demands alter normalcy, but it didn't quell the backlash. Disick's golf course appearance with the jug further extends the joke, blending leisure with the prop to contrast affluent pastimes with everyday essentials. It's a clever way to comment without malice, perhaps rooted in affection from their shared past. In conclusion, this episode illustrates how public statements can invite creative responses from peers, turning personal admissions into cultural moments. Disick's dig through a simple milk jug underscores the fine line between vulnerability and perceived insensitivity in the spotlight. Word count, 782. Wait, this is short. I need to expand more. To reach 1500, let's add more depth. The interplay between Kardashian's confession and Disick's response also touches on the evolution of reality TV stars. Both rose to fame through shows that purported to show real life, yet their current statuses reveal how far removed that reality has become. Kardashian's empire, built on fashion and beauty, thrives on aspirational content, but moments like this remind audiences of the chasm. Disick, known for his entrepreneurial ventures and laid-back persona, uses humor to navigate fame. His milk-carrying antics could be seen as self-aware, acknowledging the absurdity of their world while gently ribbing a friend. Social media's role in amplifying such events cannot be overstated. Platforms allow instant feedback, turning a podcast clip into a viral topic. Users' comments, from amusement to outrage, shape the narrative, often oversimplifying complex lives. Kardashian's desire to know more about milk costs might stem from a genuine interest in bridging that gap, perhaps as she reflects on her influence. However, the delivery invited mockery as seen in Disick's actions. Furthermore, the golf course setting adds layers. Golf as a symbol of luxury juxtaposed with a basic grocery item heightens the irony. It's visual storytelling at its finest, where no caption is needed. Critics' calls for her to keep it to herself reflect expectations for celebrities to curate their image carefully. Vulnerability is praised, but only if it aligns with relatability. Disick's silence on the matter is strategic. Letting the images speak allows interpretation without commitment. This passive approach keeps the jest lighthearted. Ultimately, this interaction humanizes both, showing that even among the elite, teasing and commentary occur. It also prompts reflection on how privilege shapes perceptions, encouraging empathy amid criticism.